Have you ever felt like a fraud in your own field, fearing that any moment now everyone will discover your lack of talent? This unsettling feeling, my friend, is known as impostor syndrome. It's a psychological pattern where individuals doubt their accomplishments, attributing their success to luck or deceit, rather than their own skills or qualifications. This phenomenon is especially prevalent within the creative community. Whether you're an artist, a musician, an actor, or a dancer, you may feel like your talent is not real, that you're just pretending, and that you're bound to be exposed as an imposter. This constant fear and self-doubt can take a toll on your mental health and hinder your creative output. Imposter syndrome is a silent enemy that lurks in the shadows, whispering words of self-deprecation and undermining your confidence. It can make artists question their own achievements, but remember, you're not alone in this. Before we delve deeper, do take a moment to hit the subscribe button. Join us as we explore, learn, and grow together. With your support, we can continue to unravel the mysteries of the creative mind. Now let's dive into the experiences of some well-known artists who've battled imposter syndrome. Renowned author and poet Maya Angelou, despite her numerous accolades, confessed to experiencing imposter syndrome. Maya Angelou, a woman who wore many hats, poet, memoirist, and civil rights activist, was no stranger to the haunting whispers of imposter syndrome. Even after publishing 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and having been credited with a list of plays, movies, and television shows, Angelou carried the burden of feeling like an imposter. She once confessed, "I have written 11 books, but each time I think, uh-oh, they're going to find out now, I've run a game on everybody, and they're going to find me out." This confession reflects the classic imposter syndrome, the internal experience of believing that you are not as competent as others perceive you to be. Despite feeling like a fraud, Angelou didn't let this stop her. She continued to write, to speak, to share her voice with the world. She used her feelings of inadequacy as a driving force to push herself further, to refine her craft, and to ensure that her work was always the best it could be. Imposter syndrome didn't define Angelou, but it was a part of her journey. It was a part of the path that led her to become one of the most influential voices of her generation. Even in the face of overwhelming evidence of her talent, Angelou felt like an imposter, but she kept writing, kept sharing her voice. Beloved actor Tom Hanks, known for his versatility and everyman charm, has also battled with feelings of fraudulence. A figure of immense talent, Hanks has often shared his experiences with imposter syndrome, proving that it's a common struggle even among the most accomplished figures in the arts. Despite his numerous awards and critical acclaim, Hanks has confessed to feeling like a fraud at times. He's spoken candidly about the moments when he's questioned his place in the industry, wondering if he truly belonged among such esteemed company. This internal battle has been a part of his journey throughout his illustrious career. But how has Hanks dealt with these feelings of self-doubt? Well, he's found solace in the craft itself. Hanks has often expressed that the joy and satisfaction he derives from acting serves as a powerful antidote to the nagging doubts that plague him. He's learned to channel his insecurities into his roles, using them to fuel his performances and bring a level of authenticity that resonates with audiences worldwide. Moreover, Hanks has also emphasized the importance of surrounding oneself with a supportive and understanding community. He credits his successes to the collaborative efforts of the teams he's worked with, reminding us that no one achieves greatness alone. Hanks shows us that even the most successful individuals can grapple with self-doubt, but it's possible to rise above it. Let Tom Hanks's journey serve as a beacon of hope and resilience for all creatives grappling with imposter syndrome. So how can you, as an artist, overcome the crippling self-doubt of imposter syndrome? Well, let's dive right in. One of the first steps to overcoming imposter syndrome is acknowledging those feelings of doubt. It's all too easy to get caught up in a cycle of self-deprecation, but remember, it's okay to feel this way sometimes. It's part of being human. The key is not to let these feelings define you or your talent. Next, don't be afraid to seek support. This could be from a trusted friend, a mentor, or even a professional therapist. It's important to have someone who can offer perspective, share their own experiences, and remind you of your worth. Sometimes, just voicing your fears can make them seem less daunting. Now let's talk about self-compassion. This might sound a bit abstract, but bear with me. Self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd extend to a friend in a similar situation. If your friend was feeling like a fraud, you wouldn't berate them, would you? No, you'd remind them of their talent, their hard work, and their accomplishments. Now, it's time to extend that same kindness to yourself. And finally, practice. Practice your craft, yes, but also practice acknowledging your success. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. And when you fail, because everyone does at some point, don't see it as proof of your imposter status. Rather, see it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become even better at what you do. Imposter syndrome can feel like a heavy weight, but remember, it's not a life sentence, it's a hurdle. And like any hurdle, it can be overcome. So keep creating, keep learning, keep growing. Remember, it's okay to feel like an imposter sometimes, but don't let it silence your creative voice. Believe in your talent, your art, and most importantly, yourself. Imposter syndrome can be a daunting adversary for any artist, but it's not insurmountable. We've explored how this internal imposter can cast a shadow over the brightest talents, even those of Maya Angelou and Tom Hanks. It's prevalent, yes, but not an unscalable wall. We've walked through the labyrinth of overcoming this syndrome, understanding that it's not about vanquishing the imposter, but rather embracing the process of constant learning and evolution. It's about acknowledging the fear and doubts, yet choosing to create and express nonetheless. It's about accepting that we are all works in progress. So keep creating, keep expressing, and remember, every artist is a work in progress, constantly learning and evolving.